Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Josh for joshrickard.com here. Hey, first of all, the subject today is going to be relationship. I made a video the other day on the number one thing that you can do to help you build a relationship, a better relationship, is to cultivate that relationship, cultivate that love. Now, today I want to answer one question to someone that had asked me about something that I said in that video, and it was where you don't build your life around your children, you build your life around your mate or your significant other, whether it's your husband, wife, whatever. So what I'm not backing up, but I want to not mislead you. I know there are special needs children. I know there's children that, like in divorce and remarriages, there's children that was there first, and I do understand all that. I'm not saying neglect your children. That is by far what I meant. So, what do I mean? I mean, take care of your children, love them, support them, do things for them, but do not make them your world. You did not say I do to your children. You said I do, and till death do you part, to your significant other. Now, if you have not said that, you've not took an oath, you can do what you want. You can still do what you want, but there is always consequences to the decisions that you make, and you need to realize that. With that being said, I will leave that off. Moving on to relationship number 2, or relationship love, what you can do to have a better relationship number 2. So, first of all, I want to ask the question to yourself, or to you. I'm asking you, what is love? Well, in all reality, not as in the aspect of what is love, but what is the characteristics of love? Love is what? Love is kind. Love is kind. Have you ever had someone say, "Oh, I love you," and you can tell by the tone of their voice they do not love you. They're not interested in you. They don't spend time with you. They don't make time for you. They don't invest in you. They don't believe in you. Now, love is not only kind, but it is kind all the time. There's a lot of relationships I've seen over the time that once they get kind of used to each other, or they get hurt, they hold grudges. Love does not hold a grudge. You truly love someone, forgive them, move on. Pick up where you left off, forgive the person, and move on. It is vitally important to not only your future, but their future as well, and your relationship. You must move on and continue to grow, because if you hold grudges, it deteriorates your mind. It saturates your body in cell memory. So forgive and move on, and let your love flourish and continue to cultivate that love. That is exactly what you want to do. That is exactly what is required for a good relationship. Now, if you do not do that, your relationship will end, or it will not be good for a very long time before it ends. So, what you'll have, what I have seen people do, is they'll be in a relationship and they'll say, "I love you, honey," or "I love you, baby." And they'll have these pet names for you or them. each other. And although they said, I do to you, or I'm in love with you, or I've invested my life with you, their actions speak far more than what their words say. Actions do speak louder than words. Many, many more times it speaks in volumes. You must not only say what you mean, but mean what you say. Your words must be banked upon, and believe it or not, your word is still your bond. Regardless of whether you keep it or not, people expect you to keep it. So keep your word. Be faithful to what you say you're going to do. And you'll have people that'll say, I love you, and they'll be in a relationship. They'll say they love this person, and they'll treat them awful. They'll either be harboring cold, hard feelings towards them, but when they get around other people, they will be nice to that person or kind, and then it provokes jealousy in the other person. And they have a good reason to be jealous. Because if you're saying that you love this person and you're not kind to this person, when you are in love with someone and you've made that person and said that you made that person number one in your life, and they should be, you should not only do things, but you should not only say things, but you should do things that makes that one in particular person stand out above the rest. I've known men that have said they love their wife, but they will go out of their way for another woman. That is not love. That is, it's kind of hard to say, but your wife should be the one you go out of the way for, or wives. Your husband should be the person that you value more, and you should go out of your way for that husband. And maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, I do, and he doesn't care. Well, show him this video. Talk to him. Exercise that. I don't know. I'm not a counselor, and I'm not someone. I just know what I have experienced. I have seen, and I know where I have helped some people in their aspects of their relationships, some in their marriages. So I'm passing this information along. Hopefully you can use this information and it will help you, or you can just get a nugget from this right here and pass this information along, and maybe let this information enter your subconscious mind, and it will literally help you in time to come. So what you want to do, and what you're going to need to do, is to remain focused. Stay on track. Don't get off track. Stay on track. Many people get jealous for various reasons. There's lots of reasons, but I'm not going to touch on that subject. But if you're watching this and the other person is jealous, you need to think, am I truly giving this person a reason to be jealous? Am I giving him or her a reason to be jealous? Am I giving him or her a reason to be angry with me? Am I doing things to please that person? And yes, you should do things to please that person. You know, it's funny how a new love, they'll do everything it takes to get that person. And they'll do everything it takes. And then those small increments over time will start beginning to lap. And they'll lap, and they'll just keep lapping over. And they'll overlap each other until there's so much anger and hurt, instead of discussing it and saying, hey, I do not like this. I do not appreciate this. I don't want this in my relationship. I will not have this in my relationship. You must be assertive and say, I do not want this type of relationship. I don't want someone in a relationship that's a certain way or whatever it be. It can be anything that you want it to be that you don't want. Just say, I don't want a person that's overjealous. But you also need to think, am I doing something to make a relationship, the person in this relationship, jealous? Am I doing something to cause them to be angry with me? Lots of people want to focus on the other person, and sometimes it's them, not the other person. Sometimes it's you. It's you who are the problem. You're the one that needs to change. And I do understand sometimes it is the other person. But always look in the mirror and ask yourself first, because like it says right here, for things to change, you must change. So remain focused, keep your chin up, love is kind all the time. Do not get this out of your head that, now I understand there's things that upset us, but like children, we should experience that emotion and let that emotion flow through us and leave us. Do not remain angry. Don't hold on to that feeling. Don't hold that grudge. Don't hold that anger. Remain focused, stay focused, and reflect back on yourself. So, what can I do to have a relationship on number 2? Take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing that could help my relationship? Not just cultivate it. Number 1 is cultivate your relationship. Take a good look in the mirror here and see if there's a problem with you that you could focus on yourself to help your relationship. Because lots of times it starts with you, not the other person. Remember what I said in the first video that I made of this? If it's going to be, it's up to me. So, heaven always helps those who help themselves first. So help yourself and start on trying to look at yourself, and then that way you can gain ground here. Because if you look at yourself, a lot of times there are things people are doing and they don't realize it. So be kind. Be kind. Always be kind to your partner, because that is real true. True love is kind all the time. As I just said, all the time. Now, like I said, you do experience some things, but move past them. Continue to move on. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure you did. I'm sure that there's a nugget in here somewhere that you can take and use and utilize in your relationship, and hopefully that it will help you to move on past some hurt, anger, and better your relationship, not just for your life and for the sake of your own well-being, but for your children if you have children, and for those that are around you, because everything you do has a domino effect on other people. Always remember that. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Hopefully it will help someone to better their relationship as well. So that's relationship rule number 2. I don't know how many of these I'll have, but I've studied and read a lot, and it may be a while. It might be a series of 10. I don't know, but I'm sure that this can help you to some degree. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.